everyone, this is ChakaWhat here, and today I am going to be presenting to you my top 10 biggest assholes of the Elder Scrolls. This list was suggested to me by Oblivion Overrun Gameplay, so thanks for watching my videos, dude. Up at number 10 I have chosen Lord Woodbourne from Daggerfall. He was a noble of Wayrest betrothed to Princess Elisana. However, during the Battle of Cringen Field, he assassinated King Lysandus, proclaiming himself king after the smoke cleared. He is an unnoble crybaby who is too proud to accept defeat, and also, just look at that face! 9. Nazim from Skyrim. Pretentious and condescending, he's everyone's favorite aristocrat. He is a well-to-do Redguard nobleman who owns Chilfro Farm outside of Whiterun, and really wants to tell you how successful he is. One of his most famous quotes, "Do you get to the Cloud District often?" Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. Well, Nazim, babe, I probably get to it more than you. Or at least I can see it when I'm there because I'm not licking the Jarl's boots. 8. Ulrich Leland from Oblivion. He is a knight and captain of the Shadenhall City Guard. He is also corrupt as frack. When you first meet this guy, all he says to you is, "I don't know you and I don't care to know you. Now get out of my way before I have you slapped in irons." He is also taxing the poor people of Shadenhall to death just to send money to his gluttonous cousins. Not only that, but he kicked out the recently widowed Aldos Othrin from his house for being unable to pay the astonishing fines placed upon him for being drunk. I hate this guy with a passion. 7. Gisser, Skyrim. He is a Nord beggar and Thalmor informant who takes lodging in the embassy. So not only is he a Thalmor informant, but he is a Nord Thalmor informant. I think that's just a big old middle finger to his fellow Nords, and he was the one who ratted out Thieves Guild member Etienne Rarnus, who was then brought to the embassy and tortured for God knows how long until the Dragonborn rescues him. So yeah, total ennui. 6. Thanalan Velis from Morrowind. A tough for the Kimona tongue, this racist ennui is the murderer of the noble Raylan Halalu, but tries to lie about it and pins the murder on an Argonian named Ninetoes. He, like the rest of the Kimona tongue, hates everyone but Dunmer, born and raised in Morrowind, making him extra racist, unfriendly, and he speaks with such a joy and smugness I just want to punch him in the face. 5. Antonetta Meri, Oblivion. She is a young assassin of the Dark Brotherhood in the Shadenhall Sanctuary and is already known as a gossiper. She pines after the role as leader of the Sanctuary and will often comment about replacing Achiva. She is also an experimental cook, almost killed Vicente Voltieri by cooking with garlic, which he is much allergic to, almost fatally. Also, if somehow the hero of ChakaWhat gets on her bad side and then goes to her to ask about a contract, all she does is wish death upon them. She's probably the only one I didn't feel bad about killing in the purification. I was like, yeah, serves you right. 4. Emil Reichten from Redguard. He was an obese swordsman and general, as well as the provisional governor to the island of Stros Makai in the Second Era. He is incredibly loyal to Tiber Septim and seeks to put down the rebellions taking place in the Redguard-populated island. The part that really gets me, though, is when Cyrus the Restless defeats him in a sword duel. He goes on and on about gentleman etiquette, allowing for him to cheat, then doesn't do Cyrus any honor at all. Hypocrite! 3. Wuhan from the Infernal City and Lord of Souls. He was the lord of the floating city Umbriel, and also constructed the Ingenium which held up the Ministry of Truth in Vardenfell. However, the Ingenium needed mortal souls to power it, and when he chose to sacrifice the wife of Esmar's soul, Sol tried to rescue her, causing the crashing of the Ministry of Truth, sending the two into oblivion. Trapped in Clanficus Vile's realm, Wuhan made a deal with Umbra and built Umbriel, the Infernal City, which then went storming across Tamriel, stealing the souls of anyone it can find. Pretty evil if you ask me. 2. Yagar Tharn from Arena. He was the battle mage who briefly ruled over the Empire in the Third Era until he died at the hands of the Eternal Champion. He stole the Staff of Chaos from Old Mournhold, then worked his way up to become the battle mage to Uriel Septim VII. He then banished his emperor to oblivion and took over the throne, while also killing his apprentice, Riel Silmain. He also made a deal with Maroon's Dagon of all people to invade Battlespire to slay the mages that trained there to eliminate any threat to his rule. And for number 1, I have chosen Orvis Dren from Morrowind. He is the kingpin of the Kimona Tong while also having ties behind the scenes to House Halalu, and being the younger brother to the Duke of Ebonheart. He owns an extensive slave plantation and deals in skooma and moon sugar, making him very wealthy. He allied himself and the Kimona Tong with the 6th House in Dagoth-Ur, and is also easily angered and very pompous. He is very ruthless, as in a note he implied that he would even kill his own brother if he had to. That's pretty cold, man. Pretty cold. Before I go, I want to let you know I'm doing another one of these because there are just so many assholes in the Elder Scrolls. So if you didn't see who you wanted to see on this list, maybe you'll see them in the next list. I'm putting it out right after this one. So I hope you've enjoyed my list and found it helpful, and remember to like and subscribe. Bye!